welcome back. Welcome back to Carnivore Found Me, your dirty carnivore channel. So today we're going to be talking about sugar, your diet, your mental health, and schizophrenia and how it affects it. But before we, and I'm also going to check out some peer-reviewed studies, and I'll put it probably over here or over here on sugar and how it really affects your body. So before we get started, we have a guest. Hey. Introduce yourself, Germany.
Hi, dirty carnivores. My name is Germany Bad with 2 D's. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Germany Badass with 2 D's. I'm a rapper, YouTuber, all that. So check me out. You can check me out on all platforms too. I got all my music on every platform. Yeah.
Ghostwriter also.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay, Germany. So you actually sent me this video that we're going to watch, and we're going to do some commentary on it. So I'm going to start this video, and we're going to all watch this video together.
Your schizophrenia, was it audible or visual?
It was audible. I
have that too.
Really?
Yeah, it's affected by my diet. So
that was mine too.
Yeah.
I had to learn that I changed my diet completely, and it helped it a lot.
Yep.
And if I eat processed sugar, it comes back.
Yep. Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Wild.
Yeah.
Wow. And I went to DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, to learn communication, and you guys do talk about how to communicate through it.
We talk about DBT quite a bit too.
We do.
Yeah. Oh, so you guys have to go watch their podcast. Oh, you guys have to go watch their podcast. Oh my gosh, you guys are life-changing, and going to therapy and doing that, and then also watching guys' videos is what helps so much. So yeah, it was audible. I wasn't seeing stuff, but it was intense.
That's rough.
It's rough. It was insane. But my diet, I worked out, lost 40 pounds. No processed sugar. I make things raw.
Your schizophrenia was...
Wow, Germany. So I have to say that this was a great video because I can attest to one thing. Although I'm not schizophrenia, I did have anxiety and depression. And as soon as I went on the vegan diet, I was on this vegan diet for 3 months and 50% raw. And my anxiety and depression was like off the chain.
And I can attest to that.
You can definitely attest to that.
Woo, that attitude was crazy.
Yeah. So your diet really does affect it.
And and then when you changed your diet, and I just thought it was so crazy. And then on top of that, when you used to be on your vegan diet, right? And then you was also, I forgot what I was about to say.
Well, anyway, one thing that I wanted to say before we actually get to that video, one thing I wanted to say is that I noticed that some of the experts say, and on this channel, we don't discriminate because we feel like everybody probably shouldn't be eating the same thing anyway over here.
Right.
But a lot of the carnivore experts say that a lot of vegans, they get very angry. And I noticed they do get very angry with you because you're eating something different than they're eating. And I also noticed that I was watching one video and there was this vegan lady in a cow suit in the street. And when people came up to her and she asked them if they eat meat, if they said they eat meat, she would get very angry at them and she would fuss at them and stuff like that. And I thought about it. I've never seen a carnivore in like a celery suit out in the street getting angry with people. So when I think about some of these things and I think about the anger issues, and then another thing, I noticed that, they always say it's because you're killing animals. But then I say, well, when you're planting in a garden, you're killing bugs, you're killing the microorganisms in the soil, you're actually killing the soil.
Right.
So
It
why are you so angry?
It sounds kind of culty to me.
Yeah, a little bit culty. I feel like really both sides can be culty now. But I feel like
think so?
Well, I don't think carnivores are as
because
culty.
Carnivores don't go to vegans and say you need to eat meat, something, or do they?
I think some of them do. I think some of them believe that.
Well, I think they do need to eat meat. Did you talk about the period thing?
No, I didn't talk about that.
That is crazy. So many vegan. It's a whole sector on YouTube of people talking about vegans saying, "Oh, I lost my period." Da 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 da.
And what
like,
the doctors tell them.
You lost your period. What?
Mm-hmm. And it becomes basically like the doctors are telling them, and I don't know if they're vegan doctors or whatnot, but some doctors are telling them that it's okay.
I seen somebody on YouTube telling them, I don't know if he's a YouTube doctor or a real doctor or what, and he's telling them that, oh, you lost your period. That just means that you don't have any toxins to get rid of. I said, what?
Yeah, that was funny. So what do you think about our video? The guy was saying that the lady said she was schizophrenia, and he said that as well, and they talked about sugar.
I think that it's really like mind-blowing to think that she clearly saying that, oh, her audibles, the voices that she hear is going away when she don't eat sugar. That's just crazy.
And what I think about is the fact that if it went away with her, right? Why are these doctors not considering telling people to not eat sugar?
Right.
As opposed to giving them these medications.
Right. And that's what I was going to say, right? When you had did your, you was going through all that stuff you was going through, and you was feeling real bad and all that type of stuff. And then not only that, about did you tell your channel about your pre-diabetic? So this just a recap if y'all ain't see that video.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to put everything, I forgot to do that, but I'll put everything that I was healed from up here.
Right. So she was pre-diabetic, right? And when you pre-diabetic, they try to tell you, oh, you got to eat the vegetables and stuff to make yourself better. But it's the opposite.
And the truth is, I don't really think the doctors are trying to harm you or give you misinformation.
They are taught the misinformation. That's what I think too.
They're taught. And who do you think they're taught by? Maybe the pharmaceutical companies have a little bit to do with that. I'm just saying, we're not on Rumble, so we can't say too much, But yeah. So, did you want to do something?
Oh, yeah. So, this is the video. I was looking at some of the comments.
I didn't read the comments.
One of the comments right here says, nutritionist here. Hi, I work with neurodivergent people and often hear feedback that their mental noise calms down when they alter their diets and movement. Our food and environment is making us sick and crazy in the U.S.
I think that is so important right there, because I personally I'd heard people say, change your diet. I heard that so many times, but it wasn't until I actually fell into it.
Right.
Because, I did purposely go on the vegan diet.
But when you hear change your diet, it make you think go on vegan diet.
Exactly. And that's what I did. I went on the vegan diet. But then after I went on the carnivore diet and had been on it, it's like, okay, this is really, really, really true. And even my doctor, which is taking me off all my medication, even my doctor was like, yeah, I've heard about your diet too. Change your diet. You can change anything and heal yourself.
Right.
It's so amazing. It's unbelievable. People need to really take heed to that.
So here go another comment. It says, makes sense because Alzheimer's disease is caused by sugar in the brain.
Wow. And I've begun to look, since I've been a carnivore, I began to look at sugar as an addiction, just like anything else, like any other drug. It's an addiction. Because I remember when I first came off of, when you first stop intaking sugar, it's like so difficult. You're thinking about cupcakes, cakes, pies, candy, and all of that in the beginning, because it's an addiction. But after you've been on the carnivore diet for so long, which when you're a carnivore and you're eating meat, you're not eating any sugar. However, when you're a vegan and you're eating fruit and vegetables, it's carbs, and it does turn into sugar. So it was so much easier for me to get off of sugar by being on the carnivore diet, Yeah. So, anything else, or is that the end of what we're talking about today? We don't want to feed the people too much.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So shout your channel out again, and you guys go over to her channel and subscribe to her channel and her Instagram and whatnot.
So my YouTube is just Germany Bad with 2 D's. My Instagram is Germany Badass with 2 D's. All my music is Germany Bad with 2 D's. And yeah, hit me up.
Thank you. See you next time.